In 1834, the naturalist Charles Darwin explored the Santa Cruz River in Argentine Patagonia. He wasn't impressed by what he found.
The curse of sterility is on the land, and the water flowing over a bed of pebbles partakes of the same curse. Hence the number of waterfowl is very scanty, for there is nothing to support life in the stream of this barren river.
Today, one gets the sense that not much has changed since Darwin's exploration. The land is harsh and arid. The river still flows glacial and cold. Almost no one lives here, and those that do have to be tough to survive. There is, of course, one notable difference from the day of Darwin. Patagonian steel, indeed. In the early 1900s, rainbow trout from Northern California were introduced here and took an immediate liking to Darwin's barren river. Today, the Santa Cruz is home to the only naturally reproducing population of steelhead on the whole Atlantic coast. This is a river with no fly shops, no crowds. A wild river that for over 100 years has had healthy runs of naturally reproducing fish.
Hay en las tierras del norte un yacimiento de cumbia, una cantera de ritmo que brilla en la noche oscura, un corazón deprimido latiendo con emoción, brindando a los bailadores ritmo, sabor y folclor, como con la bebida en la mano, ya lo pide el baile entero. Quieren que pase una
Claudio, Juan Manuel, and Pollo of Tres Amigos Outfitters have pioneered the steelhead fishing here. All three of them are longtime fishing guides who have spent most of their careers fishing other, more famous Patagonia fishing locations. The Santa Cruz always beckoned.
The Santa Cruz is such a special river for us. Even by the time we were guiding for trout and sea trout, we were waiting for the end of the season to be able to come over here and fish for steelhead.
I spent many days, and actually I've saw one fisherman one time, probably 5 years ago, something like that. The guy was a little bit lost. And then a couple of times we found some guys doing kayak, you know, and that was it. That was it. Nothing else.
Catching a steelhead this far from its traditional West Coast range is a slightly disorienting experience. However, that first tug and heart-stopping run reveal the undeniable fact that although these fish were introduced, they're still wild as the Santa Cruz itself.
El viejo río que va cruzando el amanecer.
While these fish may be far from the West Coast, they haven't escaped some of the same challenges facing their Pacific brethren. Recently, a Chinese company had started a project to build 2 dams on the upper stretches of the Santa Cruz.
I would understand why some people would support the project. I just don't think that's the best way. There are so many alternatives nowadays to generate energy. We're in the land of wind. Damn it!
I really hope that the fish, the runs of different fish we have, mainly the steelhead, can find a way below the dams to survive, to keep the population still, growing, and then they can adapt they adapt when they arrive. Why they wouldn't adapt to dance?
Patagonia is not an easy place to live. It doesn't matter if you're a fishing guide, or a gaucho, or even a fish far from your ancestral range. You have to adapt to survive.
La tierra del Chaco quebrachera y montará, prenderá mi sangre con un ronco zapucay, y será en el surco mi sombrero bajo el sol, faro de luz, algodón que se va, que se va, que se va, plata blanda mojada de luna y sudor, un ranchito borracho de sueños y amor quiero yo.